Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Go. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Just beating the play clock is gone. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
Amon-Ra St. Brown set a Lions rookie record with 912 receiving yards, and over 60% of those came in the final 6 games of the season. He got better and better as the campaign rolled on. And when they went to him like he was their top receiver, he produced like it as well. And he certainly earned that spot here in his 2nd year, and he gets a first down for Detroit.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Goff now looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Now Goff on first down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Here's Goff. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Well, this defense for the Lions, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
The Vikings at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
First down, here's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
We're good, we're good.
On second down, Swift.
Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Detroit.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The slot man in motion right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hold on. Check. 2 for 1.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Rick Flair.
3rd and 2. Goff. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Will Harris.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now Williams running left to to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 36, Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
It was great just to see Danielle Hunter back on the field after missing all of 2020 with a neck injury. When he's on top of his game, book him for the Pro Bowl, and he'll always be contending for All-Pro status.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cousins now to throw on first down. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Off the play fake, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away as we just saw there.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now 13-7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now a play fake, and it's gone. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's taken to the 26. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing, Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins.
44-yard line.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Cousins now. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Play fake. Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Play action now, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Goff now looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On first down, Goff. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
This is Swift on the counter. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Caught that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get him the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they got to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On 2nd and 10, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Hey, get.
They go play action. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Hey, lift. Super.
Play action. It's gone. Complete. This is Mitchell. Touchdown. James Mitchell. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Badgley on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Lions 27, Vikings 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. It's complete to Cook. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Again, it's Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On play action, Cousins.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then gets it with the Eagles. And I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Hey, we're good.
Here's Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Off the play fake, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down throw for Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
KJ Osborne.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that cuts this lead down to 13. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
We go tonight.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. From the 45 on 2nd down, Goff.
He'll get this off to Swift. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
In motion left comes Williams. Third and 2, Goff.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. a clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Next the score, Lions 34, Vikings 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wound.
There he goes, left side. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
75 yards.
And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that cuts this lead down to 13.
34, Vikings 21.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Goff going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing, Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Curtis Joseph, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Once again, it's Swift.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Lions.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going